And also welcome to the live this Sylvester Crazy Recording. We are also live on our YouTube session where we have Mission and Ministry Sylvester. Now, with Mission and Ministry Sylvester, we have a channel with the initial of MMS TV. I know that for Skyway always been created a time more you know. And you can teach so much or so much a year. What I can do is that was that's why I say it's on this very channel. So why I have to show this all this and that all the channel that is that an instance at the same time. What beauty you don't find is probably why you don't know you don't watching. And when we working maybe at the time that you have been called to do, you don't do it at that time to present yourself. So that time-wise, they'll say, what so in order to understand, I speak now something, then I tell that the lady verse at least 8 days. That better. I give the best. So ever have anything for the best. Best is not a privilege. So extra must be all for own, for a purpose and mission. And that is also for the remission. Now, if somebody ever had a mission, maybe 2,000 years and 26 or 2,026 years ago, to have a remission of those people, except they told you how it will happen, except who let how it will happen. Because in Jacob, with pain and this they told you right. Okay, you know like that. No paper connected with somebody just say we have Bible. We have Bible. It's not the word Bible as even called Bible or Bible. That another to add something more than with top names have a supernatural description, and with why they give this name. Only who are learned and led light consciously who understand why this was given a name. That's what even tells that who would come after this ascension will be the only one that would be past, present, who has on earth ever the most of justice. That prove the time is present and he will be judging 4 years, 10 years, 1 year. How can I see it? And prove all that in 100 days or 30 years. And prove also the time and also the time. And look at the number of years it would have been if the time before Yeshua or before anybody in the time or before the people in the Bible before they were born, time existed. How can you prove them that are in this where they are not the ones sitting physically with their own flesh? They've lost their own flesh. So, how will it be that somebody whose business is to be prepared on earth level to not probably what they do is not today or anything. This is Nkonya Tepo. So this is the book. This is what the young book follow. So it's really so where we have judges or the word and spirit, it is written as the new law, the new judgment, or the new law for judgment. That's what is written in the language. Blue in tam pope. Blue in tam pope. Oya lo. Oh ya lo. So oh ya. So oh ya lo. If I talk about what you refer to as law, you now know what language is read. And now also remind that if you name knowledge or acknowledge, or if you have known why it's said that language and sound, if you have never known it, you are understanding. Until I make known what is the term law. So we're going to look at that. And we look at what is oh, yeah, law. And we look at which language or where is reserved. So yeah, law, like you want to say. Thanks. This subject that we're here in Nkonya. Like, let's do this. Let's get part of this book. Get part of this gathering book. I don't want to say somebody has to, but I want to go light right now with what I have to say. I will say, President, you have made light to represent the body because you are not the one even presenting. Just have to be it. Very well. Thanks. And let's do this. So that you not say that we fit somebody else better than my time. That you the one who don't deserve it or who is not ready, that you the one having what you stand not his voice or not sharing or his word that inspires you. So you're saying that may add where necessary. Where necessary. So we look at it now. Just a moment. How can I sit every single day, every hour, taking time clocks? And make this verse book reading. That's the law. So I carry a Bible or anything like this. It's not about reading. But that you keeping one of it is because you have to say you are saying you are single. As this book is single. So if you is single like this, but contain many about spirit And maybe what they don't see is the reason they don't know who you are. Now what? In 1 Corinthians or 1 Corinthians 4. So in the Nkonya language, it sounds Corinthians 4. So Corinthians 4. So Corinthians 4. I was saying, the American, you hear it right now. 1 Corinthians 4, chapter 3. Now, look at verse 5. So we are in the chapter 3. We are chapter 3. Now what's it? So it is chapter 3 that open. Chapter 3, verse 5. Now verse 6. Imbe maji Apollo. Imbe maji Apollo. This is asking that, for I am asking, who indeed is Apollo? Where we have Apolo. And why we into what? The US, you realize they have named them the So they spoke in 1 Corinthians or 4, 3, verse 5. So we have 3 and 5. So what? Code this is 1, 3, 5. And now we're going to work on 1, 3, 5. Now take a look. If you also have to display it. Now let's display it. We're simply also doing this while I am on the live. So I'll show what I'm doing. While I'm on this live, we have to also prove something else. So I'm proving this. So that's I'm going to work out things. But stuff like and here, some of the things you have no idea of. So even this, I'm going to post it. I'm going to post it on the Mission Administration Sylvester channel so that we will know. Probably I have posted it or not, but I put this one on this Facebook channel a few hours ago. And then we'll be revealing, let's reveal this. I told somebody that, and Facebook have shown this. They have write to myself that my account is no longer suspended, but do you know what it means? What their intention is, will be, what this means is that they are telling myself that, well, and to say we reviewed, so they were reviewing, or they have had to review my account, and when they do that, they found that it does follow their community standards on account integrity. Listen, they didn't just say on account or guidelines. They are saying what? On account integrity. So the word integrity, we'll look at it also. So we'll code 135 for integrity with Facebook, with my name. And when they did that, they have had to send an apology to it that we are sorry you couldn't use Facebook while the account or my account was suspended sometime, as they need to take precautions to help keep everyone on Facebook safe. However, if it's money, paper, whatever it is that I have to do or that I have to earn, or if it has to fetch for myself, that 180 day, which is 3 months, which the account has been suspended due to many challenges and worry, and there's somebody claiming he is the identity to this, whereas I don't scam, and then I scan, but I don't scam. And that the word scan is, you may have a document like this, like how I have to what? Capture or on the display screen show you this information, whereas it came not from myself first, but it came from somebody. But what is the legality? The legality or the legacy it will live here is it's about myself and my channel. And that the one you thought have been given the right to suspend based on US or international law to find out if indeed something was wrong with my channel, or if my channel does really follow what they were saying, integrity. They didn't even talk of respect or disrespect or whatever. They are talking of what? On account integrity. The level you can rate what I'm doing is very high, to the level that you are not being called as let's say, constitution of this country, G8, or any other country. We are talking of which country implement the law and do deal with justices. So that is where my issues are taken up, because that's where I have come from, so that when I'm doing this, if I'm yet to go there or I'm yet to return, these, after judgment, have any reason to prove if visa. So this is my visa. So once they have judged my channel and is found with no issue of sin of any creator of any spirit, what we are as human and law, keeping somebody's law, and we as human, very important, to their teaching and knowledge, understanding than any other person. This is where we play a role. What role is this? You might want to look at what I'm doing. Now let me show you what is happening on the screen, because I read what you probably not watching. Let's see. And that's it. Or let me bring it here. Let me bring it up here somewhere. Even that's as it should be. So if indeed, and in the act, you know, this is myself sitting, no matter what I appear or look like, is my single channel. It is my single owner flesh, angel, dressed anyway, that fits the situation and whom it is that concerns. Look at what my channel is made up of. Marketing associate at Premier GH, or marketing associate also, like I'll be moving, or health position manager at this group of companies, or steady also for this. All that I'm saying, that's what I am. That's what I have. I don't have to have it the way you think you have been given. When we are talking of things international with higher version of what we're saying, you don't talk of maybe this country, because this country is under the law, that rule. However, if I've had to spring up from this country, there we have made known to the world who is the law that came to judge well according to the situation. You have taught us how to judge yourselves, but we have been made known how to judge, or how we judge. We do with the law and with the situation and the spirit on the account of integrity. So we'll look at it very well. So the life would be containing not my enemy. Do you follow that? I've had to deal with issues, healing. I did very much heal. I energize and minister energy for healing. And you don't know what's happening. The same leap that comes to the life. That's why when I take myself the photo, what I look in the more reality, that's what the photos will be in the camera. That's why it's my single self showing all that I have to say I am. What do you want to say? It should be if I talk of or talk on the mission. So if you want to see what I'm doing currently on Facebook, it's because I came up to show myself. In the various ways I have to administer. Because I'm the same person who created my channel, which is for purpose to reach the Lord in any angle and dimensions. Now, let me do this revelation quick. Like we're talking about what? Let's do this. So, who is Apollo? Let's ask. Who is Apollo? So that you don't think the way you think. Who is Apollo? Even Apollo in the Bible, and then Apollo in general. So in general, Apollo, who you want to say it is, or who is Apollo in Greek mythology? Now, having this person in the same name in Bible or in Greek, and different locations on the earth, and in whatever business. All right, let's look at it. We've handled some of these things already. But why it took concern when Nkonya is greeting, I just simply say it, and with the greeting, and led to what? Opening the scripture anywhere it has to open. Then they are talking about what? Talking about a creator. Look at it. Apollo is a multifaceted or multifaceted Olympian god in ancient Greek mythology. He is the son of Zeus. The person you are saying Yeshua, whatever you are saying, Yeshua and Jesus, all of that. You see that when I'm greeting, time and spirit have led to what I'm saying, one word in the book and in Nkonya law. Just greeting and we open at random. And then the greeting at random. How can you see it? I told you that the word that, oh, yeah, lo, is this revelation. So that we just open the book at random without saying we will open here or there. We didn't open scripture base. We open and then we have to say. And then quickly we take it to what? How it should be as led. And then we have to look at what it is. Greetings is the same person. Now watch it. So that it was son of Zeus and the what? Titaness Leto. Just get it. And a twin brother to Artemis. Because we wanted to mention the Artemis too, the mission. This is why whatever the science and people and crew, whatever people are doing, going or on expedition, this and that, whatsoever they are doing, it is just as the angel and time led to do. But you may be thinking it's in school and this one is in school, whatever. That's why we prove you what you have done and what you are doing. What they are doing, which you don't know, and what they may be doing, which they also don't consciously know. However, they know it in the area of works in school, like an engineer. And this is it. So what has the Apollo mission and Artemis 2 mission, what has these things got to do? And you say you don't trust space station work or international work or astrology and all of that. So if the Bible comes to what corrupt the knowledge, somebody who is higher version than the Bible will tell which part is corrupt or how to use it. And we come out of the fish. We are not ministering our channel through what? The enemy. You are not here. Take my head out of that. Your head is with the most airway. Come on, get out of here. We are not animal. Because the channel, as anything that display white, is not a sheep. I'm not a relation to sheep. We are having what talk of many mighty important things. Important stuff like this. So I greeted in Nkonya language on Facebook and on YouTube. And they are both TV and wall and gallery. And I greeted. Oh, yeah, and I begin to teach or show what it means that I'm saying. Not how many years Nkonya people have been greeting Oyalo. Do you follow what I'm saying? It is when they revealed is showing what they are saying. I'm not under a teacher of anybody or not teaching somebody. Better I have what I have to implement, what I am to throw light on. These were things or materials you throw light on if you had a light. So that it was show, also known primarily as the God of light, you see, music, and then poetry, prophecy, healing, the sun. So healing and then the sun. You see that is myself Sunday, Bev. So whatever I'm saying, music, poetry, light, is myself. They are talking. That's why I'm the same. The prophecy is coming to in any level in the world. Why? This is who it is that made it with understanding and spirit, and not coming to worship somebody God. When I'm the one telling who you are, I'm not the one worshiping you. I have to show the world what you are and what role you play as I'm on earth. I'm not in the gay of death. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? And the last time we showed what word is G-A-Y. That was not corruption. You have corrupted to the art of Rome, which is not presented here on the channel. Like, you want to know what it means? Go on my channel. You have to learn to know what term originally is G-A-Y. That's what you should be mindful of. So that the art that somebody corrupt this and that too, or with or true, you have to know and discern yourself from the art if you are doing what it means in the original word. So it is. Now watch here. That he is often depicted as the what? This term word here, as in the most of the young age, Sylvester age, not your grandfather or grandmother age. Because what we are saying here has no reference to what? Whoever is on earth who is old man or old woman. In that case, you have no such person to be in your dream or vision. Because when we find them in you, you may be doing things they have done in the past. That is why you will know why Yeshua say, throw the old man away. Whatever they may be doing has nothing to do with you than corrupt or spoiling you. And here it is. And why we do that, you don't understand. Once you are not following the law of the Lord, you keep to the rule of the spoil. And you spoil and hate yourselves. You see? And watch here also that this ideal is of male beauty. This is what in Wikipedia, so that you will say somebody commonly writing to you what I'm saying. I hope you follow. So in the most beautiful, that's why I've been showing myself every word and how it is. So unfortunately, we are not dreaming. We are not on Facebook as you think. We are also not in the wood. We are not ghosts of the dead as carved wood, stones, whatsoever. You are not the one sitting here. I told you this is the flesh who have made his work the best in the time life is given. Once like this, making known. So when I'm talking, you are not the ones. You are not the ones here teaching or talking. Most of the people you have corrupted them to wood, carved things, where they are not supposed to be worshipped. Out of it. Review yesterday now. Review yesterday now. So in the most cause, we have had a good sleep. And some people will also try to cause problem. Even some of them, where you are solving problem for them, they are the same causing problem for their own thing without knowing. How the spiritual world is. That you can be hitting your own self without knowing. Until you get up and you know you are the one hitting yourself. Because you might think you are doing it to somebody else. You won't know that it's yourself. So, we got Apollo. Now, let's continue to do this also on the scripture. And watch here. So that we have it here. And it says what? We were on the Corinthians, right? So, 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 5 says, Mbe Maji Apollo. So when it would ask, who is Apollo? And then we begin to show you who Apollo is. The same as or any place or they are the same one mission that's special is a place and say it talk about it. However, a simple difference. I didn't know if I apply that's what because the creatures are the rock of these very light gardens, and I had to prove who is with us or who is among us. And I'm the one saying, I'm the one on earth. There is no God except myself. I'm the one saying it because I'm the one telling who they are. They don't play any role. So it's not for their things and that they can't think about opposition and what to say that they contest. This is that feel my other flag on so what I'm looking for is that and maybe paying to the wrong person, or they may be paying to maybe one of us who is also as led to do. And then when you do that, they say, ask for a witness, a giving with the spirit. You say that? All right. So that if somebody come to bear witness of you, it's my evidence and who are broken down, even there are no I am God who can God. I am not into to find him for the boss. Yes, and you have to send them to yes, I'm simply saying it. Yeah, before you say such things, or even on the level like this, to mention this person, I have to wear this. So that's what exactly it is, and why they have always dressed in that way you see it. On a different planet, how they cope in time with time. But that is not impossible. You have what is it? You anyhow. Angel you are free like everything for your life. Which is different from any other person. That's what it is. So let any infection or infectious life, let it be removed and removed from the channel. All right. So let's do this. So you won't say that you are the one doing it. Even some of the people in the West, where they have acknowledged or have known that is how in everything they say hallelujah. Anything that they say hallelujah. They abuse it. The one it concerns who they thought would come in by the 50th very because saying you can do anything. And I'm not in college. Let some anyone look like myself. If I shall just change my either I on the person, then you are sick this person. And the travel how much my India. and I've never you can't bear record with than somebody lying to you. How can my passport, virgin passport with P on it? How can you just take it away? All because you have a dream vision that somebody will be traveling. You see, that's what it is. If you have to know what I'm saying. And so don't you ask me to somebody will say, from your reference of myself. Isn't the best of myself? Who make use of it? I use the word that way they don't have it. So show green card. That green card, all that is what we say is green card. Okay, I heard something. You thought you have robbed the certificate. I want even to show the world what you don't know. You don't have knowledge of. Look, let me tell you the result. Printing result. Look, this. Do you see that I have it? So that I have this. So you have robbed the certificate. So you knew on the screen. For the is there with it. If course and if it be the real then the master but not in the letter of you have like that is what I'm saying. Look at it. This is the challenge. I throw a challenge. Who among you can say you completed the university school in 2011 and you have the result printed? This is it. So in just 1 2 3 4 so yes, don't call it excellency. When that which concern excellence, they don't have it. That's why we are saying don't abuse it. You see that if it is attributed to calling somebody excellent, you don't give it to somebody as title. So I'm not talking to them. I am allowed to what mean was X-ray sitting and talking is my flesh complete with blood and water also in it. That is working here. The best way that I want to reveal is what we are showing how it is. So we have the pearls, the colors showing in this reflection. All right. So I throw a challenge that if you are calling on one of the carry, I'm not doing it for myself. So I don't know what or how far it's going to take you. You said that somebody has sat the exam or storm and war and make this possible. However, watching, most of them, when you do that, you have lost your life again. Because I told you cannot use what I am to be yourself. I'm not your image. I'm not to okay. My flesh was better. That's impression of this. Time to show where I've lived, where we are, and how or my brotherhood or about ways. So I mean something about you are the ones who have broken the law. So to break the law, give no right that you do what? That you do, okay, like when I showed it. Why do you think? So you think it's another person? It's myself. All these things that you are saying is myself. Don't say that it is somebody's life. Look, about this. Look, how much you have look, even while you're there, by yourself. Okay, I don't know. Say, that's the great I'm from your face. That's not from hiding here. I'm not from your death. That is fish, marine. I wasn't born from anybody who is a fisherman. I'm not a fisherman. So when we talk about life and in flesh, you are giving the profit to somebody else who is not to profit it. So I'm telling you, I wasn't born a fisherman. I wasn't born from this sheep fisherman. It's in the in myself, right? So you don't understand personally say I have to face. Why you get that's what I'm going cheap or man is official. Why? They did myself and I put the right how we do it is what? Original art. What is original art? Because the involvement of legal right and law is highest. That the constitution of this country cannot judge anywhere in my heaven and life. That's why if they claim they have judged, then look at it. You Asia first. Watch here. Do you see it? and it's my 70 right there, is the V on it. Are you the virgin? You don't know whatever is happening. The law will state who indeed is in the highest. Are you one of us? No, are you one of us? That you look at ourselves walking among you and you think we are the same. Who are you to talk about? Whether it's valid, it's or not valid, it's over. It's 2,000 years ago. But in the right with it, you know, I see myself anytime. But I don't mean that it's invalid when I'm doing it. It's the same valid. So, whatever it is, if you tell us maybe it expires, then you have no idea what you're saying. There is no expiry date on it. The time on this is showing from this time to this time. I was supposed to use it for something very important. So you don't see my light balls. You don't see my reflection in light. You don't see my nose. This nose that I created. You don't see it. You don't see the shiny lip. You don't see the liberty lip. This is Sylvester working. Now, I have to know. And the secret merit or in your lifeless. But if you had known him for what he is as a spirit and flesh when he's appointed, that's how it will be for the healing. So let's get it quickly. And that says what? That my Paul intent. My Paul that's Paul is referring to this. What is all that? Not the thing of Bible. So before you see what I'm like that, then why do you name in the place? Why do you name Paul or Paul and then Apollo? So Apollo, then you are saying the same Paul. So Apollo in his generation is the same Paul. Again, as you are watching here live. Now, they ask these two. Why do you think Paul's name should be in reference to Apollo? There we also so so saying in here. That so so and so also so are you correct or fact or because then and blue like blue blue asumpo like they're saying blue must like you worshiper or you gather in his name. That's what it means. Ye who gather in his name, or ye who know the law, or you or ye practice or preach of the law. I ask you a question. You know what's going on, but I know. So saying from among everyone or among which is saying or Leji. So every of us did it. Leji Joma did it. But when it comes to playing a role in conjunction to the word work, means we have, every one of us worked. Worked what? Work. So they all work into what does the work? They work in question to and we purpose that. So you look at what is that is know what they're looking for, you can do it. And that's why the speed will affect you, because you can't do it as it concerns learning. So this is where you say the Lord that made the world have called somebody who has not learned, who cannot read and who cannot write, to be a prophet. I bet you are a liar. Family, learning is all that God in the Lord prove. When we be not second person, you have some impact when you and you can do it. Marine. Of course, marine. Sylvester Bekoe is not marine. Nkonya people are not marine. However, when it comes to the word marine, word and knowledge, that what you were trying to say marine, which you think should be somebody in water and getting well, the word or M-E-R. But what affects you is the mind, that kinds of marine. The matter to be there of that you are the one with marine. That's what it is. Which you to be so. That is the they are in name. You led to marine. But I'm not led to marine. Is it proven enough? Then on my channel, you realize that when we have a background created as it's revealing even to myself here. You know, the background and the presentation with what so if you give to the age of love, you will look at the person as the opposite of which in process. I want to eat one way traveling. I can't be with me, you know, wasn't as where we saw it naked doing with alternating, showing their V part to the roadside and showing their back to the wall. In the opposite, because I told you we are going to be watching video. That's what I told the people in the car. And my mom was in the witness. And myself and all the uncle have a van. And the work cannot travel at it. You are to be or in the get to the we will understand because the one thing or my I had it. Ruin and not right. Like we have to talk about here. I will travel the level, the speed as the road have been made. Because I told the world they should make the road before I come. That's who they said the word will honor. So when you honor this at the same time, dishonor it, you are going to be cut off for dishonor. Because I don't see who you dishonor at the same time. I'm not yourself. When you are big, you important to your level. You can't get in. That's how I bring so much at my inner appetite like to show even though the I couldn't different so short by it. Alright. So you have to know revealing purpose is work. So even for them to be in the Bible part that we are saying, or Yalo, as it begin to descend the time, they are proving works that they have worked. So if you get up today and you have to talk of maybe Apollo or Paul, I am not Paul, but I know that I have the same that's what you don't do it in Congress. What does it mean? You look good money. Yeah, however, the best thing will not have real who they are. So I want to accept in the law, you went and break the law again. You didn't wait to understanding first. You didn't wait to know what you have studied, neither where is it sending you. You have married the same thing, the law, to the lawless thing. I'm not your child, not your son. You can never call anybody that is the virgin on earth to son. It's big son did not when not your wife. Because after church, you go to the told of marriage, which is what many of you bring the plan for this. That you should gain first. You know that this person or you pay. So if you have a boy, you cheating or you I don't do, then indeed we are not a family. That before I can touch or before I will have a child, they are prophesied. In my generation, so it's not Jesus' prophecy. It's not anybody dead prophecy. It's myself who have come to work. You see that we just open one place and they are talking of they have worked. We didn't have to open the whole Bible like we would have said, pray like we present what you are doing. Also, so you don't know what to do is to be the best because the law is the spirit that made what we are saying. That's how come white people create or people who are to the certain level they create. So if you think otherwise you work, show it. Show it, proving the law. That's why they say stand approved by the scripture. Examine it. If I want to say this is what the Bible says or the reserve is this, and I see we are getting open. We have to give you because you're not our age, you're not our soul, you're not age, you're not. And this is also to have this said. Maybe you do more into. Maybe you do more into. Or like into like the one who sprinkle water, like maybe into. Where we say that again, I say meji odupo like the sower. So this is why it will call for sower. So the one who sow the seed and the sprinkle or the crop grow with the water. Into people block at all. They are not called. When I give, let's say, give water sprinkle on the plant and the plant down, I'm not called. However, it's anyway. You are also called so you end up with in modern time, we will tell they may have a part and role to play. They should have known. You test. This is the science and laboratory works. You see where it send them to. That's the level. That if we need to put water on any plant, you have to check the plant. So I'm not on any way. It's always working. So I have not here. So that's it to say working. So it's what is that you have spring water or water on it. They are saying no matter it is what I'm giving. I have to be rewarded life. You don't judge myself of somebody else, thinking you are seeing another person in myself living my position birth, single birth. Now, Bulu, Bulu Nkole, Bulu. So what activity was so in the data and his color, they know I'm living because I was in the selection within. You can blend the wrong. So we don't the we have that is a alone. Top way that do it. True fair because moter he that give it more. Te motor when the more it down. He that where that was that was same place. I have to say it is in the air. There's a time to them. Why? That's what I've seen. If it's alright, we'll any day. That's alright. Even in summary, just bulletin like summary. Game over. We were talking about the other things on the channel. Let's take a look at it. So my channel won't be that they say somebody is the one teaching the best, presenting to the world, and get it and don't be like that for black and because you claim you want to do and then you can create. You want to create him, but in the place of some. So that's the experience. That means I profess the word and spirit unto myself with vision. So that's it. Now we have it. Now you know for this time. They are talking about a youth ideal male beauty. That is why it says beauty. Don't be making us ugly. You see that it cannot even judge well. That's what you are saying. So if the Lord that you have is the one making people ugly, then the book reserved will not fit him. Because it is talking about who? Youth ideal of a male beauty. So what beauty we have in the male and what beauty I show you that made a woman is this I'm saying. I'm not born of your image, neither your language nor tongue. I'm not a tongue. I'm not a snake. I'm not a dragon. I am not the person you want to say a dragon. I'm not a beast that have been created. I'm the creator who will show you who the beast is. So if I call myself a beast, it doesn't make myself as a beast you have heard in what? In a coil or cord that you are saying come get them rope. No, tied up and whatever. I'm not in the cave. I'm not the one you should have done this kind of lifestyle you have displayed to. Yes, even that's a healing. You should have done it to us. And you are seeing that live on the channel. As what I'm saying, I'll reflect it also on the Facebook Live. I used to do that. So watch here carefully. So why they told you to invest in the life of a person like myself. So if we have to show certificate, of course, why I made a gallery available, you have to know it. Do you know what it takes to do that? So am I live? Yes, I came on live on Facebook with a system difference. And watch carefully. Some of the things they don't want you to see. So once I'm on the YouTube, what I have here, I can show it on the YouTube. And also, I can show what is on the YouTube to this place. That's what makes what I'm saying. That one person working light. Fuse. That's the term of fuse well. I'm not to break it. If there's a break, it means I'm not a fuse of, or I'm not fusing well. When I break apart, then I break it. Let me also open a building we will talk about. So this building is very important. So to us, shall we? Okay. Yeah, they need to do this. Sure. Okay, show that. I wanted to do something, and then I keep on working on the system that I'm also managing or using now. And you realize that we need to update drivers in the purpose like this manager in maybe the Windows. So I'm working. I'm generally repairing and working. So communicating what you have no knowledge of, and you say when we finish, you want to say you are the one. It feeds what you have no knowledge of. Come out! You are not the one. But of course, I'm not also a number as one. I am in the place that they are saying that person only. You know that is I know you. Why? I'm the one who said I am the one who throw what you don't display it or wrong. So when we have also shown the symmetry, is on the live. I thought that I could see that there was fatal, and that's why. However, photo taking, I made it. And look at the photo taken. In that place, the same spot, you realize I have different facial looks, expression. Anyway, I told you that if you think we should be, then I can go pick up myself. And when I've gone there today, we have had a different sleep. There's a healing that came also different in the whole world. It won't be in the name of what you believe that made it. No, it's somebody who have gone to work. If you are that which you claim, that you think, I have had to go there, show myself. This, you know already, when I'm showing differences of myself, this, and this, in different angles at least, to show that why do you think this one here and this one here would have what? That kind of look. And this one here have a very special look. And when we have shown it also in this, you have a close look of this in this. And this one showing what nature of life it should be. If you have to really say you are the one watching. And that's it. So you don't have to say the Lord should be disowned for somebody else who doesn't. Of course, you don't know anything about what we're doing. And also to talk about the things we receive, I have gone to count it. This particular electric pole, which is not just to name electric pole, but more. So Moen, and then it's 40 pieces with this counting. So if you have less, I told you it's what? 40. So 40 P L S. So that this one will also connect with something. For Nkonya Tepo, like already right here. So who do you think have taught or teach or created? So if I'm not the one who created that which is inscribed on it, who do you want to say acknowledge? That's why when I be in Accra or any other part of the world, all that they were bringing in the country were all supposed to come to my wealth alone, because it was my names and code that were written. It was not in the purpose supposedly to think somebody working and you are taking his wealth and sharing among yourself. It all that I have mentioned was supposed to come to Nkonya Tepo or places I have destiny, because the Lord prophesied. And when they brought it, I have seen nothing yet because of what? Where I live. In a place, I have not had any new house for anyone, but I know already those houses we are showing. It's our houses already, I know. You said that you are the one to build my vision or dream. However, even to talk of it, okay, you may be doing it, but my rules have how I want to do it. So you can't say you take my money or earnings for yourself. Do you know where this place is? That's Labadi, the beach. So this, I told you I travel on one of these to Accra, as King Owa and Co. They also travel on one of these in their special visitation. So this is Labadi, their main van, the hotel. That's the hotel van before this one. So I don't know the same. Yet they are for different purposes. Yet who is between? Oneself. And that it means I can only drive this at a time. And one we packed. If you think I'm just simply proving my single self. However, also driving this and having this also driven doesn't mean I have divided myself into two. But I've divided also one thing. I can be driving here physically and maybe AI, connection, wireless control will drive this, or robot driving this. Purpose, you want to say somebody should be the reason. Physical is the reason. Maybe you're not watching what I'm saying. Let me show that. Oh, that's all right. It's already showing. So while we're on the live, I'm showing somebody. So we can't be Judas of anybody. I'm not your Das Jew. Okay, so that's it. So live indeed. So we have all these things proven. So I was just talking about this one in the reflection of what I'm doing. Watch here. These art. Yeah, this art. I've mentioned that in the reflection you are seeing the same casting on a channel like this. What? You see it? It's reflected like this in a more close look as it concerns myself, the creator. Very well live. So what are we talking about? Is on the screen what we're talking about. So when you apply the same year, it will also show 1, 2, 3, 4 years, so that it become 8. Just 8. And for this many reasons and many purposes, like you see here, even this one, watch here. Like what you apply here is also applied on the other side. So counting here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, that is a 10. You see it? So this same art here is revealing even what have created the electric pole without somebody thinking the best way. Look at this mighty word. Only the white who are listening have made it. And only the people who are light claiming to be in the shade also has any color hue also proven it. You see, when I begin to count, it is giving the numbers why they have titled or named or inscribed those numbers on it. And if you count the element here, probably let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like if you count, it will probably give us what they have also have as 40. Then you would asking why and where. So can you also count this? Maybe the data is proving here. Reading well. How can you also count? Then unless you have that which can go in that level, reading it. And I have all this thing created with high resolution. We're about to end here and then restart or do something else. Because I need to take myself off something that we are connected with. We're trying to do something electric also of that. That's the one thing here. Very well, thank you. So while we do this, I have to put it on. Maybe let's find out what's the news. Like I have that. If you know I have to travel one place and show myself in the 2 police stations that we have, I have reported myself there based on my mission. I have also do this. We don't know the side of it. And also to mention the electricity. You have made some people now become the one paying for the air conditioning that is costing them 8,000 cedis. But my mom, the road, she have one of her houses, one of our household, paying maybe 9,000. 9,000 where? Because you demand house pay for when I'm the engineer. And then you also simply saying that somebody should cost or incur cost for somebody to pay. We don't have light in the house as you talk of maybe 15 watts bulb, and then maybe 15 watt bulb, and we only light it up in the night. So 15 bulb will not count per unit, let's say 20 or 30, and now you can say to count 10 times if we haven't used it by day, nor night. What kind of business is it? So this is why you need to look at the transaction. Let's say if I use per kilowatt, a bulb that should be maybe 25 watts, charge maybe 5 cedis. 5 cedis. Yeah? Maybe for per kilowatt. If I want to put it the way they understand what I'm saying. And then hourly, how many hours it will take to speed the unit based on the energy consumption in the bulb. Multiply by the unit price or kilo price or kilowatt price times how many times I use it. Maybe at random. At random, I have had to use that light. At random. At random. Listen well. I have had to use that light. So if I haven't spent 2 hours using it, which should also be divided by per kilowatt and the consumption wise. Why we be paying 90 million or 9,000? Where we don't use microwave, we don't have iron, we don't have complete, like it comes to one level to call a unit. Do you get what I'm saying? If you say a house use fan regularly, like maybe if it's the only fan that they use, just charge the fan maybe all night long. Maybe in an hour when the fan that is maybe 25 kilowatts or 15 watts. Maybe 15 watts, let's do that. Maybe 15 watts per how many hours used. And hourly, the consumption multiplied to give out the cost of maybe energy consumed. Then how many times we use it? It doesn't mean that when I pay for 10,000 this month, then next month I'm paying for 10,000. I can pay for maybe, let's say 10,000 this month. But next month, it's possible that I can only pay what? Maybe 500 cedis. Why? The consumption is not constant. So the consumption is not what? Fixed. Because what account for the charges that applies? The charges that apply. You will say it's possible once I use 2,000 this month, then next month I will use 4,000. No, if I've not added anything new, I don't have to have my charge increases, except nationwide, they have what? Increase per price charges. You look at this place. I've gone to all these places. Look, that's how I work in Accra. Of course, I don't have to show it. It's on the channel. But just on the Facebook too, so then they may have no knowledge of such things, except how we prove it here. That's how I do things officially. So when you are out there loud and try to say you tarnish the image of the Lord to something else, oh indeed, you are doing it. But the Lord will show you. In Accra, like I have my own looks. Places that you think I have to school, it's just my past and wayside issue. You get what I'm saying? I don't think I've ever come to the level with my enemy, because I don't see the work of the enemy than just spoiling work, and I don't see anything spoiled, or I don't see myself spoiling anything than showing what the works. When I stand here and make my original photo shoot or video, it doesn't cause for any legal action again than it being in the public. There are some things, once you leave it in the public, you won't tell us that we don't have the right to cover it. If we don't have to cover it, then put it in the hidden. Or put it out. Maybe you are yourself in the light, or yourself in the darkness, and you have light up and people are watching you, so turn the light out. That is only the condition. If you understood that you have to make yourself in the hidden, you do that. So nation birth. Look at the time, on a time like this we have had to travel, and you don't get it. Oh, I had something to show from Vodafone. That was the time I have to work. Look, yeah, I have to show you the telecell issue, where we have to go and fix something on Sunday while it rained. I need to show that. I look at that I eat, that I eat. So if you don't know that the law is that clear, what probably you need to also look at, and you pay attention. But what, like I said, Lekma, yes, it's my works from the same project designs. Whatever you're seeing on my channel, that's where I travel or go alone, singly, without any sponsor, any organization doing. Even when you have been given prophecy or they profess that I'm the one to be given any good. This building, I put it live, so you won't say that later somebody's the best use or best made for what I'm showing. Like what? I don't want to be showing the best of the ladies, but I'm the one the Lord is showing you. Oh, my works, call for it and then it will come. I don't show that. I have many other things, so that you won't be saying you are the one. While they see you inside the cameras, they want to say you are the one who did it. Where you are on my photo, the vineyard that I prepared, you see the beauty that from it that time, where we did it. And then watch these things to be supported. You don't call it, and you cost out, and all the planting allow it not to stand, and you think I'm the one who pulled down somebody's work. Where do you stand with my works when worldly we are saying? Do you know what is happening? Are you the one on the show? You don't have a single self. This is my single self. Or are you the one who do the design when I'm on live? How many people are sitting on the live doing it? You may have all the claims. Look, we have it also live as I'm showing. These are the places to mention on my channel and the world where you are not called, not even with your whatever you believe. After you claim it is, but we also made it. You have never seen any horse on my channel until I've worked with, but I always mention horse because that's with myself in the time. But this particular, I have to go there, and you saw the horse, myself, and the horse with kissing. The horse was kissing myself, and you saw them that. What a beauty! And you can have that. Do you know them? Do you know who they are? So if you have not ever traveled to bring the beauty and spirituality to the level where it is, where are we going to say we are doing that? Where do we see design affecting what? What's news? Where do you see what you see and you stand next to it also take the photo as it should be? So if you have the honor maybe using the AI to do any of this, we are also saying, do you acknowledge you have also been there? So if I haven't traveled US, you don't have to say I should go and talk about myself traveling US. If I haven't traveled US, is the reason I don't talk about traveling places there, but the Lord is the one who said I've traveled those places. And I've never traveled. You are the one making yourself the fanboy of the game where you are not competing here. All these mansions and buildings myself who design live. And you have never seen it until the works. Look, they will be showing you a new architecture. Look at such a mansion when they put it there. Look, just watch. If you look at the nature of it, isn't this too beauty and more beauty than you expect? How do you say this won't be what? More beauty when it gets to any other completion? This and the state like this beauty than what you say is maybe worth showing. In the most beauty, highest. Look at the compatibility and the firm stature of it. Where do you know that's all right? You take a look. How do you think you want to find fault with this? Do you know how many months it takes to build these things? Because my word will prove it. So, like if I had to travel with my own parents, so it is. So we made it. So when we show this level as court or high level or school or whatever, indeed it fits so well. Why do you think you can have this? Except on their very new place. That you will know the difference. Like I'm saying. If you don't see my own self working and creating myself with a high resolution, what do you want to say? Is this joke? A game you play with somebody cannot be that same game I play. It is myself who create the vision and life, the screen, how things should be displayed. That's where we tell who create the things we are watching. The puzzles, you don't know what it takes to even do these things. Once, even in Corel, if you don't have the high resolution of photo, to have many graphic and things working, you can't have that thing finished to that level. You may design, but you end up losing the quality. You say it. So to say I have made it, and then we see the work as to the finished level, there we have to prove. Even this one when I have converted it with a raw space, and quality, we've uploaded it. And that on Facebook has they reduced to maybe 333 or 900 kilobytes from maybe 600 megabytes, or like from maybe 6 megabytes to save space and speed with quality the same, but just that it won't go on a certain stretch. There, you have it the best as it is right there. However, on YouTube, you have what? You have to show that I have all the sizes as it should be uploaded. While on the sound quality, you have to also know things that I do. You can't say that I've hired you to do. It's my single self. As I'm in the gardens, you can't say you are the one who best do this. Or you probably will show yourself in the gardens. Do you know what it is? I'm not just showing photos. I'm just trying to get through and like the very earliest stage, but we can't get it. You know, photos work. Look, if photos you are talking about to be photos, that I should have photos, you can stand like several thousands. That's the gallery. So what beauty do you have? Where we have works to show. So as for this work, I'm the one creating my work, and how nature and spirit I agree with the creation and present it. The only city, the only heaven that is without somebody's nonsense. The only city that is showing nobody's or business than the real business that concerns the world and creator, which is my life and purpose. You watching live, what do you expect? So there are most of the things we know to also show. So thanks so much. We end the broadcast on this side of a great conversation. Very much. We'll end here. Thanks.